Surrey is about to drop over $500 million into something that could completely transform the city center. We're talking about a brand new arena, an entertainment district, a bold vision that rivals what cities like Edmonton and Seattle have already built. And if it goes through, it could reshape how we live, work, and go out right here in Surrey, British Columbia. But here's the catch. Projects like this almost never go exactly as planned. Budgets balloon, timelines slip, and sometimes they stall out completely. So what makes this one different? Well, today we're going to break down exactly what's on the table, who's paying for it, what it includes, how it could impact real estate, traffic, local businesses, and why this might be Surrey's boldest move yet. And if you stick around to the end, I'll show you the one buried detail in this entire plan that could make or break the entire project. If that sounds good, let's get into it right now.
You only get one chance to buy or sell your next home. Let's get it right.
Hey, it's worth mentioning, my name is Darren, a realtor based here in Surrey and serving both Surrey and its surrounding communities. I've been helping people just like you buy and sell homes in this area since 2007. And in fact, a lot of folks who find this channel are doing exactly what you're doing, trying to figure out if this part of the Lower Mainland is right for them. If you want a truly local perspective from someone who lives here, works here, and grew up here, book a time to connect with me and my team in my calendar in the description below. We'll help you navigate everything with complete confidence and zero pressure. All right, before we get into the fine print, let's zoom way out for a second, because this isn't just some flashy one-off project. It's part of a much bigger story that's been building in Surrey for years. Surrey City Centre has been quietly positioning itself as Metro Vancouver's next major downtown. Over the past decade, we've seen high-rises go up, university campuses expand, and billions poured into SkyTrain and infrastructure. Surrey's population is set to surpass Vancouver's before the end of this decade. But one thing has always been missing, and that's a cultural anchor, something that gives the city its own identity and energy after 5 p.m. So this new arena proposal, it's meant to be exactly that. It would potentially sit on city-owned land beside Chuck Bailey Recreation Center at Tom Binney Park, right near Gateway SkyTrain station. This site is currently home to the BC Lions training field, which would be relocated if construction begins. At the center of the plan is a 10,000-seat multi-purpose arena big enough to host WHL games, major concerts, comedy tours, trade shows, and national sporting events. Now, surrounding that would be about 100 square feet of restaurants, retail, and entertainment space, plus a hotel and conference center, all connected by an enclosed promenade. I want you to picture patios spilling into open-air plazas, live music in the background, and game nights drawing thousands right into the heart of Surrey. This plan also includes creating a brand new entertainment district stretching from University Drive to King George Boulevard between 102nd Avenue and 107A. It's designed to cluster nightlife, restaurants, and events all in one walkable area just steps from the SkyTrain. If you are a local to Surrey or considering calling it home, this is a huge win. This is the sort of project that can transform a sleepy Surrey into a destination. You will no longer need to visit your friends in downtown Vancouver because they will start coming to you. So how much is this all going to cost and who's paying for it? Well, that's where it gets kind of interesting. While the official cost hasn't been released yet, one city councillor estimates it could exceed $600 million. What we do know, though, is that Surrey plans to use a public-private partnership model, which means private investors will help fund and operate different parts of the complex. Here's how it's set up. The city will own both the land and the arena, but they'll bring in two key partners, one to run the arena itself, likely managing event bookings, naming rights, and sponsorships, and another to develop and manage the hotel, restaurants, and commercial space under a long-term lease or a joint venture. The goal is to attract private capital, so the full cost doesn't land on you, the taxpayer. But the financial details, like exactly how much the city will pay, haven't been made public yet. That's where some councillors are pushing back. Naturally, they're asking for more transparency and even calling for a public referendum during the next municipal election before the city moves forward. So I guess we will see, but nevertheless, something big is clearly on the way. So we should probably also talk timelines here. Council just approved the Entertainment District Plan this October 2025, which was a major green light. And since then, the city's brought on KPMG to build the business case and help secure private partners. If things stay on track, those partnerships could be finalized in 2026. Construction could begin as early as 2027, right around the time the BC Lions lease at the site is set to expire. That would put the arena's opening somewhere around 2029 or 2030, depending on how smoothly things go. So, why does this matter to the people who actually live here? Well, because right now, let's be honest, Surrey doesn't really have a nightlife. There's no real entertainment district, no place where people stick around after work or travel into the city for an evening out. So, this project, it could change that. A 10,000 seat arena brings concerts, tournaments, trade shows, and big events, the kind of foot traffic that fills restaurants, bars, hotels, and shops. It brings jobs, it brings small business opportunities, and it gives downtown Surrey something it's never really had, and that's a heartbeat. And for real estate, this could be a serious turning point. Big civic projects like this often act as a signal to developers, to investors, to people looking for the next place to live or to build. In fact, we've seen it in Brentwood, we've seen it at the North Vancouver shipyards, and we've definitely seen it in Edmonton's Ice District, where one arena project transformed an entire chunk of the city. Expect to see more high rises near SkyTrain, more mixed use buildings, more people asking, is Surrey the next big hub in Metro Vancouver? Now, of course, this won't come without growing pains. Traffic will increase, the city's infrastructure will need upgrades, and there's always the risk that the flashy development focuses more on visitors than on the people that are already living here. But if it's done right, this could turn Surrey City Centre from a place people pass through into a place people plan to be around. So here's the bottom line. Surrey is growing faster than almost any city in BC, but growth without identity, that's how a city ends up feeling like just another suburb. This project could be the thing that gives Surrey its own cultural voice, its own destination, and maybe, for the first time, a real sense of place. Whether it gets built or not, it tells us something. People are starting to look at Surrey differently, not just as a place to live, but as a place to go. Now, I want to hear from you. Do you think this is the right move for Surrey? Would you support a project like this in your neighborhood? Or should that money go somewhere else? Let me know what you think in the comments below. And if you're curious about other massive developments that are planned for Surrey, trust me, there are some huge ones on the way. So you're going to want to stick around, because if you're seriously thinking about relocating here, you need to see what's coming. And that's all what's in the video coming up next right now.